So if we beat Villa, we will be staying up. So guys, today back on a video on the channel. Today we are here for the Newcastle United versus Aston Villa preview. It's a massive game for both clubs. Aston Villa need this to survive. Newcastle need this to actually confirm survival and potentially getting into the top 10. Like always lads, we'll do the normal preview, look at the opposition Aston Villa, look at Newcastle, and we'll see my prediction and stuff like that. Make sure to leave a like lads, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, watch the Sheffield United videos if you haven't already. A fantastic win for Newcastle United, but obviously we've got Aston Villa on Wednesday at St James's. So in the video we'll start off by looking at Aston Villa. So Aston Villa have had not a great season. They did beat us this season, a 2-0 win at Villa Park back in November, but look at the changes that happened. Newcastle have changed formation. Since changing to the 4-back, we've looked so much better, and I can see Villa struggling against us, especially being at home. Villa have played 2 of their games return to the Premier League at Villa Park. It'll be a bit of a change for them coming to St James's Park. Let's have a look at Aston Villa's last 6 games. So they got a 3-2 defeat versus Tottenham, 2-0 versus Southampton. They got beat in the EFL Cup final versus Man City. An embarrassing result versus Leicester, which ended 4-0. A 0-0 draw with Sheffield United of the return of Premier League football. And only just yesterday, 2-1 against Chelsea. I can't remember the last time Aston Villa won a game of football. It's been a poor season for them, and it looks like they'll do a Fulham. People saying Villa wouldn't do a Fulham, where they've spent millions and millions of pounds. I think they spent £135 million on players, and they're sitting 19th in the league. It's simply not good enough. I don't know if that's the manager's point of view or the players. It's been hard for them all trying to link in together. One thing I find which is hard when you sign youngsters from abroad, right? They can be good, don't get us wrong, but it's the language. People like Silva, Engels, Gilbert, all foreign players who probably can't speak English. Well, they can now, but when they signed them, they couldn't. And it's hard to communicate with your stuff like that. But Aston Villa do love Dean Smith as the manager. He's done great to get them promoted from the playoffs, but it looks like they will be going back down to the Championship. And it's mad to think Aston Villa in the Championship only 10 years ago were getting Europa League football. Players that stand out for them, obviously the main one, Jack Grealish. He's been Villa's only bright hope this season. He's got some very crucial goals. He's been involved in a lot of key moments of their season. And if he left Aston Villa, it would be hard for him to take, because obviously he's a Villa fan, he's from Villa. And then if he joined Man United for 70 million or whatever it would be a blow for Villa, and it would be a blow for the relationship with him and the Villa fans. But he's a great player. John McGinn, he was injured before the lockdown all started, and he's came back, and he was a key player for Aston Villa at the start of the season, but he hasn't really done much in the 2 games of returning. One player who I haven't really rated, and he'll probably do something now since I've said this, Tyrone Mings. Yeah, he's tall and stuff, but he makes a lot of mistakes, and we can really use that to our ability with the pace of St Maximin, with the pace of Almiron. Joe Linton has got a goal now. It could really help us in the game, and hopefully it does. Let's look at Newcastle United now. So Newcastle United got a fantastic result against Sheffield United. If you didn't watch them videos already, make sure to go and watch them, the player ratings and the reaction video. 3-0 win. Comfortable. Obviously the red card, controversial, but it happens in football. It does happen in football, and you do feel for Chris Wilder, because even though we probably did deserve to win the game, Sheffield United still had chances. But looking at Newcastle United, Maximin was unplayable. He was absolutely sublime. Joe Linton's got his goal. Almiron looks great. Richie playing, I mean, I didn't expect Richie to play. Does Bruce change it? Obviously, we're versing Villa at home, 19th in the league. Do we make a couple of changes, bring the players like Bentaleb, Lazaro, maybe a couple more changes, like a Shaw, or a Yedlin, players like that who could come in and just rest, because obviously we've got a massive game, the quarterfinals against Man City on the weekend, the weekend coming up, so it's massive for that. It will be hard, obviously, but we'll get onto that game after the Villa game. But it is a crucial game for Newcastle United, and if we can win, we will guarantee survival. We'll get 41 points. No team's been relegated with 40 points or under, or over, so we should be fine on that. Hopefully we do get a win. If we get a win, we would have been under some great form with this new formation, as I mentioned at the start of the video. The formation changed against Burnley. Burnley at home, we drew 0-0 as a clean sheet, considering we've got 4 at the back and we're playing 5 at the back. We're still conceding 5 goals against Leicester. And then we went on to play West Brom, and guess what? 3-2 win. Fantastic. And then we beat Southampton 1-0, and then we've just beat Sheffield United 3-0. So we're scoring goals and clean sheets. Dubravka's kept back-to-back clean sheets in the Premier League, which is remarkable, and the defence deserves a lot of credit, because I think the defence does, like, everyone at Newcastle talks about Maximin, Almiron, but players like Federico Fernandez does not get the credit that he deserves, and he's been crucial for us this season, and he will be for the rest of the season. Thank God he signed his contract extension, so we can have him for another season. Lads, that's the end of the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My prediction is going to be a 2-0 Newcastle United goals from Maximin, and I'm going to say Matt Ritchie again, if you start or not. Ritchie and Maximin, 2-0 to Newcastle United. Lads, that's the end of the preview. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Predict a team out tomorrow, so make sure to stay tuned on the channel for that. I'll see you all in the next one.